encapsulation. Encapsulation. It is also indirect use, not direct use in our automated testing. What is encapsulation? What is encapsulation? It is a process of wrapping the code and data into a single unit. See, try to avoid the disturbance. It is a process of wrapping the code and data into a single unit. What is the advantage? Say encapsulation is a technique making the fields in a class private and providing access via public methods. See, encapsulation is a technique. Encapsulation is a technique making the fields means data fields, variables in a class private and providing access via public methods. Say private class member scope is within the class. Suppose if you want to access that private field outside of the class via public methods, you can access. It provides control over the data. Next, by providing getter. See, this method type is getter. You can use any name, get or any name. Concept is getter and setter. Methods. We can make a class read only or write only. Example. Just a minute. See, I'm creating a class. Suppose class 1. Say in this class 1, I am creating a private field. Private field scope is within the class. Suppose if you want to access that field outside of the class, you can't. Generally, software developers use this concept for security. Private string, variable type is string, name equals to, suppose, test automation using Selenium. Test automation using Selenium. This is private field. I want to use that private field in my program, Saurabh. I want to use that one. What is this one? Private name. It is showing this one, private string. Remove name. Keep assessments with side effects. It's not exact error, side effect. What is the side effect? Actually, name you can use within the main method. Private string. Call that method. Call that name variable. That is non-static or instance variable. For using that variable or field, you require object. Class 1 obj equals to new class 1, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, suppose System.out.println obj.name. Run the program. What is the output of this program? Identify Saurabh. What is the output of this program?
Test automation using
Test
Selenium.
automation using Selenium. Run test automation using Selenium. It is private field, but I am using this field within the class only. Suppose create one more class in the same package or another package. Class 2. Class 2. Next, inherit these two classes. Class 2 extends
Class 1.
Next, try to now I want to access that name field for this class 2. Name field. Object required, that is a non-static class member. Object required. Suppose class 2 obj equals to new class 2, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. I created object in this second class, child class. Now System.out.println
Name.
Not populating now. That is private field now.
Yes.
Not populating. Error.
You point to that class on.
You need to change the access modifier for that. Suppose you want to keep it as private. Via public methods you can access. Via public methods. Leave it as private field. Leave it. Suppose via public methods I can access that field. Not only that field, multiple fields also you can access via public methods. Public method return type string get name. It is getter method. Get name. Open curly braces. Open curly braces. Here return name. Return name. Return name. If you run this method, what will happen? It will return name name private, but method available in the same class
Yes.
Just a minute. Call that method that returns value. Suppose what type of value? String type of value. Suppose string val equals to
obj
dot
getName.
getName. Next, system dot. You can reuse that value.
Dot val.
Not dot val, just val. Return
Oh yes. Yes, sir.
Test automation. Test automation using Selenium. Run the program. I am accessing private field via public method. Run test automation using Selenium. It is private field. Getting?
Sir, no, sir. Can you tell me a little bit about the class 1? How this both get linked, private string name and public string get name.
Private?
The private variable and the method you write, public string get name. How these two get interlinked?
What is this return?
Return is name.
What is name?
Variable name.
Related
But it is outside of this
outside
method.
But you can access fields from same class in methods Earlier we accessed in polymorphism. Just a minute. Where is that polymorphism chapter? Here observe. Int A1. But here I am accessing AB
Yes.
outside here observe. Int A equals to 100, B equals 200. Here A plus B, it will show 300 but outside of the method but same class.
Yes.
And try to identify the relation. These variables are non-static variables. The string is non-static variable. Method is non-static method. You can access. I think yesterday or day before yesterday we discussed one concept in method chapter. We can use static variables in static methods and non-static methods directly. But if you want to use non-static methods, non-static variables, you can use them in non-static methods directly. If you want to use them in static methods, you need to create object
Yes.
That is the relation. Any problem?
No problem. But what is getter method and setter method you said?
Getter method means that is concept. You can use any name, get name. means getting the name. You can use any meaningful name. That concept is called getter for getting, getter, setter for setting, setter. These are terms, getting, setting. You no need to use that method names. Getter, yes, you can use.
Any meaningful method name.
Yes, you can use getter also, but you can use any meaningful name. Suppose getName or ABCD, no problem. But concept is that is getter, getting, setter, setting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. It is accessing a private field via public method. Here just the accessing. It is read only. It is read only. Next, if you want to override that value, you can use setter method. Setter method. Suppose public setter also concept, you can use any meaningful name. setName. 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 Here I am using one argument. String newName. Open curly braces. Next. Name you can access directly. That is a field in the same class. Name equals to newName. Observe this concept. This is writing. This first one only reading. Second one writing. Observe this method functionality. Here while calling, if you use the new name, it will add that new name to name now.
Yes.
Name will be overrated. Observe. Suppose this is the value. Suppose I want to change the value for this class. Change the value. How to change the value?
String value.
What is the method name? obj dot is void method, not void method, non-static method. Argument is there. setName.
Oh, now you can put the argument.
Suppose automated testing using UFT, formerly QTP. Okay. Next, now call that one. String variable already declared now. Call that one. What it will print now? GetName. It will overwrite now.
Yes.
Run the program. First one, read only. We are accessing the value as it is. Second one, overwriting the value. Okay now?
Okay, sir.
Using. Tell me.
Can you show me the syntax, sir?
Just a minute.
setName.
Just a minute. Class 1.
Okay, class 1. Public class setName.
You want class 1 or class 2?
Class 1, you are setting the name, sir.
Setting the name, it is void method, but name equals to new name. It will execute now.
Yeah, it will execute. You have declared that in class 2. newName.
I'm using that value. I am passing the value dynamically while calling the method. I am passing the value dynamically while calling the method.
Acha, okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
This is about.
Okay, you're just monitoring it. Okay.
This is about encapsulation. Encapsulation. Now tell me, Saurav Ghosh, what is the advantage of encapsulation? Forget about automated testing. In general scenario, what is the advantage of encapsulation? Using encapsulation feature principle, we can access private fields via
public method only.
Public methods. Okay. We can make class read only or write only using getter and setter methods. Okay. This is about Java for Selenium. One or two topics are there, interface and constructor, that we will discuss later. Next, conclusion.